Good evening, everybody. It's community night again. And this will be more or less like the last one we did. And it depends how many people we will get to show up for tonight's session. And here's the thing, and this will just a repeat of what we have done in the past. It's gonna depend how many people we are gonna be able to get to do this. It'd be nice if we have a very huge audience to do these games, but it will depend entirely to how many people will get to show up. Now, let's say, for example, say a game that we voted for, a game you guys voted for, won 100 votes or 500 votes, wait, 50. It's a huge number, but let's say that happens. Just an example. We need to have enough people to show up for the game, either to help make the lobby possible or, just to even get the game started, just to even do it. Because let's be frank here, because there are certain games and certain events that you cannot do solo. I mean, sure, you could do it solo, but let's be honest, it's a lot more dynamic if you have more people to do the event. So, for example, Gartic phone. So the Gartic phone is the one that won the most votes. 3 votes. None. The only other one that came close was Among Us and Goose Goose Duck. Now, when it comes to Gartic phone, we could do this with other. We could do this in the Gartic phone server, which it does exist. But let's be honest here. If you have an experienced artist out there and decides to do something inappropriate, well, that can already get us into trouble, and I can't afford to get into that kind of trouble again. And it's very easy. It can be very easy for anybody to draw something inappropriate, especially explicit stuff. So that's the thing about drawings is you basically have to know who you can quote unquote rely on. It's not like certain Jobbox games where there's not much the trolls can do. So it's very, very limited. But anyway, so the Gartic phone is the one that won the most votes here. And based on from my previous experiences in the last few months or the last year or so, I definitely have noticed that many of the regulars that I have known in there, I haven't really seen them that much. I can tell you people like Kiki and Sherman and Azrin. I haven't seen those old names in a very long time. Most likely because a lot of real life stuff came in the way. Now let's be honest here. When it comes to watching these live shows, whether it's my channel or somebody else's, depending which one you watch, it can feel like watching a marathon of your favorite show. It is definitely possible to do a marathon, but can you actually keep your eyes on the screen most of the time? Probably not. So every once in a while you will doze off and just listen to your headphones or just listen to the audio part of it. And that's the thing about doing live shows like this. It's not very easy to keep it entertaining. And it's like doing thousands and thousands and thousands of episodes. It's a challenge to keep it fresh and interesting, especially for myself. But I have found a happy place within me to help keep this going. And thankfully, I do have multiple games that do help me stay interested. And I have done a lot of trial and error on certain games that do I like this game? I don't like that game, and I'm going to talk about that since we don't have lots of people here right now. I'm guessing a lot of people that I know of are either busy with other things or just being in their own zone. And so normally we would get at least maybe 5 or so people right now, but I think people are very, very busy with their own stuff and doing their own thing. So, but anyway, let's talk. I'm going to talk about what's been going on for the last week or so. I know I mentioned some of the stuff in the update video of the week, but I'm going to tell you something that I just had the time to think about it for the last hour or two. So we did our usual Rainbow Six Siege yesterday, and I decided to finally check out Destiny 2 that people have been telling me over and over again to check out. Now, for those of you that are not on my Discord server, this is basically what happened. I played Destiny 2 off screen. I don't have any videos of it, but I did play the game off screen, and I was bored. I was bored of Destiny 2 already. I think I only spent like 1 or 2 hours on it, and I was done. It does have MMO aspects that I'm familiar with, but the way the game presented itself at the very beginning, I don't really see much in that game that interests me personally. I mean, the shooting aspects. Let's talk about that for a bit when it comes to Destiny 2. I tried the shooting aspects, even though I don't know much about Destiny 2's shooting aspects. The systems and the things you can do in that game are... It feels solid, but it did not really gain my interest in any way. It's not because I have so many other games on my Steam library already, but nothing really stood out. So, and the game has multiple expansions, which is nice, but if you're not impressed by the game right on the offset, I'm not really worried about that, because I know you can play Destiny 2 with other people, but if you don't enjoy the game when you're by yourself, especially on the first impression, then no. Unfortunately, Destiny 2 is not for me. Maybe you will enjoy Destiny 2, but I already have another MMO. That I'm already putting time into, and I don't feel like putting time to another one, especially when it is very similar. So that is basically how I feel. Oh boy, the pants that I'm wearing. There's a loose thread hanging here. Oh boy, I need to get a scissor. Hold on, I'll be right back. I need to get rid of this. Alrighty. That's taken care of. Okay. So yeah, that's about the size of it. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Destiny 2. To make that long story short again, I tried to see if it sparks my interest. It did not. I know you can party up with other people, but it did not really change anything. It did not really change my thoughts. So I basically moved on, and we're gonna be doing something else tonight. So based on what we got, based on the results that I see in the community vote page here, we got Gartic Phone, which got the most. But the thing about Gartic Phone is you need to have at least enough people to be genuinely interested to play it with. I know we did it a long time ago. Good to see you, Knight. So you're the first one to show up, Knight, here. So I was just talking about Destiny 2. So Knight, I don't know if you heard me say that part, but I'll say it quickly. I tried Destiny 2 off screen not long ago. I downloaded 100 gigabytes of it. I did not find it interesting. I was the more I played it, the more I was feeling bored. I know the game has certain different weapons and abilities, but it did not spark my interest. The game is optimized, that's true, but not interesting. So I basically uninstalled Destiny 2, and I'm never touching that game again. But I finally did check it out at least. So yeah, Destiny 2 is unfortunately not a game that I'm gonna be playing or checking out ever again. That is Bungie's follow-up to Halo? I don't know. I heard Destiny. Some people have said Destiny 2 is an improvement of Destiny 1, but I don't see any interest. If it's an MMO, then again, it's an MMO FPS. But even with that being said, I didn't find it interesting. So that's another game off my list. So Killing Floor 2, I don't have to worry about refunding that game because I actually did enjoy it. It's just that the problem is the hard drive space. I cannot keep certain games installed on my hard drive because I am basically running low on space. But yes, and so Gartic Phone got the most votes, but unfortunately we don't have enough people in the offset to do it. I mean, Gartic Phone does have a Discord server, but let's be honest here, guys. If you get randoms, I don't mind playing Gartic Phone with randoms, but I am not gonna take the risk and do it live because inappropriate stuff can be shown there. Even if these people are not the best at drawing, it is very easy to draw something inappropriate. Very easy. Blanket, perfect timing. Good to see you, Blanket. Blanket, I tried Destiny 2. I didn't like it. That's all you need to know. People told me to check it out. I did yesterday off screen. Nope, didn't like it. Nope. I moved on. So yeah, Blanket, we're just trying to figure out what we're going to be doing tonight. Gartic Phone got the most votes, like I said, but unfortunately we don't have enough people for that. But I am open to trying other games that we can possibly do, especially if you already have it installed in your hard drive. I don't know if you had a long day or a short day, Blanket, but it's good to see a familiar name here again. It really is. Oh, excuse me. And you know what's interesting? I don't think Blanket has a sub on their head. Okay, that sounded a little cheesy, but yes, but Blanket doesn't have a sub on their head right now. Wouldn't it be nice if Blanket in particular have a? Yeah, I hear you, Blanket. If I remember correctly, Blanket, you are moving in and out or something like that. I did that before, and let me tell you, it's not easy. So, whatever you need to do to stay afloat or make ends meet, I respect you for that. And yeah, Blanket, I think I first saw your name back in 2022. 2 years. Things really do go by very quickly, doesn't it? And yes, Blanket, you recognize a couple of names that you definitely have seen in the last 2 years, but familiar names like Kiki and Sherman, I haven't seen those names in a while. Naturally, because inflation and the cost of living, it doesn't seem to matter where you are in the world. The inflation and the cost of living has gone up. So naturally, it's safe to say that most people, especially if you are not in the upper middle class, people are definitely stressed out, and they're doing whatever it needs to be done to survive and make ends meet. Oh, okay, Blanket. So, forgive me if I got that fact wrong. Like I said, trying to remember names is already a challenge already. So, yeah, but it's good to see y'all again, and anybody that is brand new to the show here. If you are brand new to the show here and you're looking for a fun time to hang out here, you guys came to the right place. This setup is pretty standard. I don't think it really stands out. I don't have the neon lights like some of the big channels do, but I think this is fair. But I think this is enough. I mean, sure, there can be some tweaks done, but I'm pretty happy with this setup. It does the job. And yeah, Blanket, we're just trying to figure out what we're going to be doing tonight, and I'm open to doing other games that you hopefully have installed in your Steam library that doesn't take too much time to download. So I'm always open. Open to doing other games in case we don't get enough people for certain things. Jackbox games we can still do, although they did not get any votes though. The other games that got the most votes are besides Gartic Fun won the most votes, but like I said, you need to have enough people for that. The only other one that came close was Among Us and Goose Goose Duck at 2. And doing Goose Goose Duck lobbies is not easy like it used to be. I remember in the first 2 years of that game, it was easy to get people, but over time, the retention for that game somehow was worse than Among Us. Say what you want about Among Us, but it still has a decent amount of people playing that game. So that's basically saying something. But so other than Among Us, there's also Helldivers 2, Dead by Daylight, and Lethal Company / Content Warning. I don't know if you have content warning particular blanket, but it's basically Lethal Company, but a more modern take on it. And the game is small and optimized. So I don't know if you ever heard of content warning blanket, but how big is content warning again when it comes to hard drive space? Because not everyone has the best internet in the world, and downloading certain things will take time. 1 gigabyte. That's amazing. Lost, it's good to see you again. How did your week go? Hopefully it went okay for you. And Lost, I want to mention this since you're here. Remember Baldur's Gate 3? I don't know how much you watched it or you managed to make it to the ending. I did revisit Baldur's Gate 3 off screen. I did finally fix the issue on running games that have the Vulkan option. For some reason, my mouse cursor, somehow not being able to see the mouse cursor for months was annoying. So I revisited the Baldur's Gate 3 on Vulkan, and the game runs a lot better. The game does seem to run a lot better on Vulkan compared to DirectX 11. So it felt really nice that I was able to play the game using that option. Basically, it runs smoother. And if it wasn't for that mouse cursor issue, I definitely would have kept on Vulkan. But yeah. Yeah. So Lost. Did you manage to see the ending to Baldur's Gate 3? Like, depending on which options you choose. If not, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It went okay, Lost. I'm just trying to make ends meet and I'm just trying to make my bills and make ends meet just like anybody else, Lost. I'm happy to still be here and try my best to entertain you guys. I wish our audience was bigger, Lost, but let's be honest here, Lost. When it comes to other channels out there that do what I do, I actually tried to go to my on my mobile device to try to find channels on certain games that I wanna hang out with or get to know more. But regardless what their view count is, I didn't have a easy time trying to find. I didn't find a lot of channels that I was interested. I think I found maybe one channel that I thought was decent, but I was turned off. So it's not really easy for me to find other channels that I generally want to spend time with. So that's been rough. It is true, Lost. I'm completely aware of that, Lost. I'm perfectly aware on how oversaturated this market is. But you know what's interesting as well? In real life, in TV shows and movies, the same thing is happening there as well. Not many TV shows and movies stand out unless you get some positive word of mouth or TV shows or movies that don't have a specific agenda there. I think you know exactly where this is going. But yes, Blanket, I'm not spoiling it for you, Lord. But let me tell you, Blanket, I'll tell you this, Blanket and Lost. I'm not gonna say the ending, regardless of which choices you choose on Baldur's Gate 3. But in my opinion, the ending to Baldur's Gate 3, depending on which choices you make, it's fine. I'm actually happy that the game ended with the choices I made. I'm satisfied with it. But if I had to compare it to Mass Effect and Dragon Age, when Bioware was back at their quote-unquote peak, Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't come close. I mean, the story is fine, the characters are fine, they're actually pretty interesting. But if I had to compare it directly to the original, the first 3 Dragon Age games and the first 3 Mass Effect games, They're better by comparison, even if they're not as in-depth as you will. Amazing Digital Circus. What is that? I don't know what that is. I have a here's the thing. I have a huge rock above me, okay? I'm not afraid to admit that. I'm not afraid to admit that. I have an enormous rock above me. So I don't know everything what's going on out there is trending. I never heard of it. I'm not making this up. I'm not saying this for the sake of, clips. No, I never heard of it. Has Been Hotel? No. Has Been Hotel, that doesn't ring a bell either, no. The only thing when I hear Has Been Hotel, Habbo Hotel. Does anybody here remember Habbo Hotel? It was a browser game where you quote unquote socially hang out with people before smartphones was a thing. So when you say Has Been Hotel, that reminds me of Habbo Hotel. I never personally used Habbo Hotel that much. Maybe once or twice back in browser, but Has Been Hotel? No. Hell of a Boss? No. I have no clue what Hell of a Boss is. I have no clue. So, psychological horror? Well, you might like Fear, Lost. If you psychological horror, Fear 1. Fear 1 and Fear 2, Lost. Psychological horror with shooting mechanics. Justice for Gamigo. No clue. All of these names are going above my head. Now, you're wondering why I have never heard any of these shows before. Now, what I've learned is to try not to use my smartphone as much. I still use it quite a lot. I think that's a given for everybody. But what I have learned when it comes to online stuff is it's okay to not be looking around the internet as much. It's sometimes it is better to not put in so much information into your head, because if you put in so much information to your head when you randomly browse around the internet, especially through your phone, it does kind of hurt your mental health in a way. So how I'm able to keep myself quote unquote decently sane sometimes is I just do not look up too many shows online. Don't get me wrong, I bet there are some decent shows out there that I have never heard of that you guys just mentioned, but sometimes knowing less is better, because I basically muted and I unfollowed a lot of people that I do not actually care. I know this kind of hurts, but I do not care or I do not care or I want to listen to every single person out there that's in the internet world. I just do not my mental capacity, my mental health is not good on that. So I basically reduce the amount of time I have to look at stuff online, if that makes any sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, random information can be useful, but I've been doing this for over 10 years, 20 years, and it's really tough for me to find something out there that's interesting. And sometimes knowing less is good. I mean, I'm not talking, everyday stuff that you gotta do, but when it comes to entertainment specifically, sometimes knowing less is better. It's not something that everybody will agree with, but that's what I personally think. Yeah, and that's basically my opinion, and it's perspective, yes, but and if you guys want to join a conversation with us on the live room, you can. It's under Dragmin VC, but if you just want to be chatting on text, that's fine. I'm just letting you guys know that's an option. But the thing is, random information, I'm turned off by that now. Most of the different information that I see nowadays online, I personally don't care. I mean, every once in a while, there are some random information, especially on X/Twitter, I do like, and I actually favorite and bookmark it. But most of the time, there's information that I do not care about. For example, there's this Drake and Kendrick thing that's going online right now. I personally don't care about it. I see it quote unquote trending, but I do not look it up beyond surface value. The stuff that's quote unquote trending or that pops up online, I just ignore. And if if it's somehow important, in my case, I don't think I'm missing much. Yeah, no, don't worry, Lost. Basically, I go to social media sometimes on my spare time when I have nothing to do, and then I see people talk about certain things that are supposedly important, but it really isn't from my perspective. That's the best way I can describe that. And let me just look up this. What is this one show that? What's this one show? Amazing Digital Circus. Is that what I think is that what I think it is? Or maybe it's something that I'm completely...
Don't put it up on stream, by the way. It is copyrighted. So you want to block your screen on Steam.
I'm looking at... I have it on a small screen. I'm not playing it on media. I'm not playing it on media here. I'm just...
No, I'm just saying that the pictures can also copyright you too. So you don't want to show...
Lovely. Oh, that's wonderful. But I don't think that's... Yeah. I just quickly looked it up here. Or, better yet, use my phone. Oh, that's wonderful. Anything small, even on the background, it can be copyrighted. That's wonderful. So let me just do a quick Google search on Amazing Digital Circus, because apparently even the picture apparently is not enough. I don't know. People have gotten soft nowadays. And I'm not talking TOS. I'm talking, I don't know. It seems like society nowadays has gotten soft. I'm not talking terms of service stuff. No, I'm talking common sense stuff. But I don't know. So that Avatar, yes, I remember seeing that Avatar there, but it's an independent animated web series about humans who attempt to maintain their sanity become trapped inside a circus themed virtual reality game. I don't know if I like this show or not. I remember watching Foster's Friend for Imaginary Friends, if I remember that right. I thought it was a decent show. I remember saying Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Like, you guys remember that show?
Oh, I watched that all the time at Cartoon Network.
Yeah, when I read the description of the Amazing Digital Circus, it kind of reminds me of that show. I do like that show, but it's not something I watch all the time. But I did find that show interesting. And I like chocolate and milk. Lost, have you seen My Gym Partner is a Monkey? That's not a meme. That's an actual name of a show. My Gym Partner is a Monkey. Does anybody remember that show? No, nobody knows that show. No, My Gym Partner is a Monkey. Nobody here knows My Gym Partner is a Monkey. No, nobody. Oh, Adam Line. Yes. What the one thing I remember about My Gym Partner's a Monkey Night is the transitions. I don't know if you've seen that show, but every time there's a scene transition, there's drums and a bush that appears in the middle of the screen. It's very simple, but I remember that very vividly. And but one of my personal favorite shows, yeah, you may not remember the plots, Lost, but at least I know the premise of that. And one of my personal favorite shows from the 2000s that'll continue to talk about is Kim Possible. Not the new movie. Don't look it up. But I'm talking about the original animated Kim Possible show.
I mean,
it's still great. It's still great. It's still great after all these years.
There's still only one Kim Possible movie, TV show. I mean, not movie.
Blanket and Lost I would not be surprised if the two of you decide to get the Kim Possible sound effect on on her communicator and make that your notification sound on your smartphone. I know one person, a coworker of mine, actually did that on her smartphone. The communicator notification sound, and put that on her smartphone. So when I heard that, it takes me back. So having that as a notification sound or ringtone, uh, I'm glad some people out there are still a fan of that show after all these years. Uh, Lost. Lost. I'm just curious. Lost and Blanket. Kim Possible's hair. When it comes to how long her hair is it as long as you? Is it as long as your hair, Lost, or do you like it? Gotta have it. I like it. You have it, like to keep it short. Because I think Kim Possible's hair goes down to the middle of her back. But if you don't want to have it that long, I'm guessing most of you want to have it above your shoulder, or maybe above, or maybe around your shoulder level. So that's something I remember the most about Kim Possible. Not only her looks, but the character. I we're going back into going back in time when Disney remembered how to make good shows. Can't say the same nowadays.
Not really, because
they tried to remake Mulan into a live-action movie. It had promise, but it's not good. It's not. It's not.
No.
It's not.
Yeah, all of it's all about Chinese stuff. So.
Here's the thing. I don't mind it being Chinese, but the thing is, we're talking plot, characters. We're talking about plot and characters.
Yeah, you can't do anything because of the Chinese government. So,
now, even if that wasn't a problem, it's not a well-written story. The characters are not interesting. It doesn't matter. Even if that wasn't an issue, the characters and the story are not done well. We want a story. We want an entertaining movie. I'm not a screenwriter, nor I plan to be one, but we can tell when we are watching an entertaining movie. You don't have to make an essay about it. You can just tell without putting it into so much words if you will find it interesting or not. And that is why I don't go into a lot of movies nowadays. Yes, Lost. If you want to see Mulan, watch the original animated movie for that. Back in the 2000s. That's better. And it was done way better. It was done better.
Well, actually...
2090s. But still, the original Mulan anime movie, better.
Oh, well, I'm just letting you know, too, that depending on where you get it, if you're watching it on Disney Plus, they've changed the actual animated show. Movie.
Of course. Of course.
So,
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Lost. Here's the thing, Lost. I don't mind realism in shows, but you had to remember that it has to be entertaining. So some liberties have to be taken, but it has to be an entertaining show. Some shows, not all nowadays that I see, has propaganda in it. You may not realize it, but it has propaganda. Yeah. And we want good shows. We want good shows. And even if you don't know what's going on behind the scenes, you watch a show and you can tell if it's interesting or not. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. And once you see enough entertainment in your life, you start to compare things and be a bit more critical with yourself. So, yes, but the type of propaganda that I'm talking about is, making a story for the sake of a story and not make it entertaining. They have their reasons or message they want to put into it and sacrifice entertainment value in return. That's the type of propaganda that I'm talking about specifically. I do not like that. I do not like that. And Lost, you want to talk entertaining movies that don't have music? Atlantis: The Lost Empire. It's not that Disney took a risk with not putting any musical numbers in that movie. It's all about action and story. It may not have done well at the box office, but it was entertaining at least. So there's nothing wrong with making a movie without musical numbers. The story has to be interesting. And if the story isn't interesting, it's not going to make money. Or maybe it will still make money, regardless of the critical reception. But money is precious. Money is more precious than ever, especially if you're not the upper middle class. So not everybody's going to spend the money to watch entertainment nowadays. People are going to be very critical. So Treasure Island, yes. What other stuff? Yeah, so Blanket, if you're still there, we will do a game here very, very soon. I'm just doing a conversation because it is community night after all. And unfortunately, we can't do Gartic Phone if you don't have enough people for that. I know Gartic Phone does have a Discord server with people in it, but let's be honest here, I don't want to take a chance with randoms in Gartic Phone because it's so easy to draw something inappropriate. Very easy. And it'd be like Among Us if people had the chance to draw and do something inappropriate. You don't need to have good drawing skills to draw something inappropriate and just be very, like, really bad lowbrow humor, that sort of a thing. So yeah, Blank, I don't know how many games you have. I don't know what particular games you can be able to install or you generally are interested. But we do have Dead by Daylight, Lethal Company, or Content Warning. They're basically the same game. Content Warning is basically Lethal Company, but takes place in modern time, and the game is surprisingly small in size, only like 1 gigabyte. We also have Phasmophobia/4, where you could also possibly do. Then there's also Among Us, Goose Goose Duck, and Helldivers 2. Those are the only options from the game list that we actually got votes on. So that is something we can do. And yeah, it's really tough too. But yeah. Oh, Rosa, it's good to see you again, Rosa. Do you have a migraine or something? Because it is possible that that headache you possibly have could also be a bad migraine as well. You never really know. Even I have those days where it's just sometimes unbearable. But
I always get
yeah.
migraines now. I don't even get headaches anymore. I just get migraines.
So unfortunately, sometimes you have no choice but to take headache pills just to help ease the pain. And sometimes there's no reason for the headaches or the migraines. You never know where it's from. So yeah, that's unfortunate, Rosa. Ugh, that's unfortunate. But the thing is, though, we're gonna try to see if we can do some fun here. And I don't know if you have enough people for Content Warning in particular, because again, it's basically a Lethal Company. It's very small in size, but you need to have enough people for that to be interesting. I don't know if Blanket wants to give Content Warning a try. It's 1 gigabyte, by the way, but you have to be genuinely interested in that. So, but if that's not that, we can also revisit Goose Goose Duck and Among Us. Now, I did mention Goose Goose Duck earlier. Getting people in Goose Goose Duck is not easy like it used to be. I think the player count in that game significantly dipped down because the player retention for that game is simply not good like it used to be. People have moved on. So, and no, adding it to mobile didn't really change it that much. I mean, it's nice that it's on mobile, but they didn't really change all that much.
Yeah. And then I'll just say most of my headaches and migraines and all stuff is because I just keep oversleeping.
Ooh, oversleeping.
Yeah.
I don't know if these migraines or headaches also have something to do with our mental health on social media or looking at our smartphones so much. So that's something that I have taken the opportunity to not look so much on social media anymore, because most of the time the information there is useless.
I mean, the blue light itself does cause a lot of headaches, so
that is why I use a program called Flux, Lux, to reduce the blue light. It may not get rid of it completely, but at least it makes it more tolerable for me to look at my monitor here. And that same program, Flux, that I'm using, was the cause for not being able to see my own mouse cursor in certain games when I use Vulkan. That problem eluded me for months. But after a random chance of searching and trial and error, I finally fixed it. So, that's good. But yeah, Blanket, if you want to do, if you want to try to do content warning with us, that's something you might enjoy maybe. And how is that game even expensive? I'll find out. Even if it's only 1 GB, I don't know if you'll find this game entertaining. It's like $10, but I'm not sure if you find this game interesting. Just look at the content warning on Steam, and it's basically Lethal Company, but it takes place on modern times. So. Don't most devices come in an option to filter blue light? Not all. I mean, some new smartphones nowadays do have a quote-unquote blue light filter or try to reduce it, but I'm not sure even if that is even a guarantee to get rid of it or to
No,
reduce it.
nah. For me, I have glasses that reduces blue light.
But even that doesn't
Which
always help or seem to have an effect.
actually no, it actually does a lot better. So
Oh, okay. Well, I cannot really say that much. So yeah, Blanket and Lost. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but I'm gonna quickly look up. I'm gonna quickly look up. I'm gonna play a media file for you here. Don't worry, it's safe. It's from an old game. Uh, and you wanna talk the interesting writing and banter? Well, I think I've showed maybe may have shown this once, but I wanna show it on screen for you guys. So Blanket and Lost, you guys like interesting characters? Well, I'm gonna show you this one here. And this is called good writing. You may have seen this before, but I'm gonna show this again for those of you that haven't been here in a while. So yeah, this is from Dragon Age Origins. We're going back in time to 2009, and I'm gonna change my scene here in a bit. Alright, so there we go. I'm gonna finally change my sitting position here. Here we go. We're finally doing a transition stinger. Anyway, welcome back. So, I am going to play this one. I think some of you may have seen this already, but I'm gonna play it on screen for you. Lost, I don't know if this one is... I don't know if this character, quote-unquote, suffers, but I'll let you be the judge of it. And yeah, just watch.
So what's the deal with you and him anyway? Dare I ask?
Him? Him who? Is this supposed to mean something to me?
You know exactly who I'm talking about, Mr. Let's Make Kissy Faces over there.
My. You are jealous, aren't you? Did I take your favorite Grey Warden away from you?
What? I'm not jealous. I'm horrified.
Those blushing cheeks of yours tell a different tale.
These blushing cheeks are terrified that you'll suck all the blood out of them once you're finished with him.
If I feel the need to suck on anything of yours, Alistair, you'll be the first to know.
That was so not what I meant.
Perhaps we should go and tell him together about your touching concerns. Perhaps he'll pay more attention to you if you ask nicely.
Uh-huh. I think we're done here.
Done before you started, in fact.
That's good writing, in my opinion. And no, it's not always about puns. That's just one of many banters and seeds. And no, it's not World of Warcraft. This is Dragon Age Origins. That's why the graphics look kind of similar to World of Warcraft. This is 2009 graphics. See what I mean? Baldur's Gate 3 is fine. It is. Baldur's Gate 3 is fine. But something about BioWare when they were at their peak with Dragon Age and Mass Effect, you can see the writing and the delivery for what you see there. That's not something you see a lot nowadays. Nope. And that's why I always take every opportunity to show off Dragon Age and Mass Effect quotes whenever I get the chance. So that's why I mentioned that in every opportunity. I know it's not just that one scene. There's many more, but I don't want to spend the next hour just, showing off clips from that old game. You get easily lost. I figured that I don't know if you could or it'll stay very long because I know it's very late for you guys, but I respect that. So yeah. Anyway, Ruza. I don't know. I don't know if Ruza is very crazy about content warning or like it is crazy to content warning. But this is something that I can quickly show up. And even if it's just the two of us that we can do it off the fly, I wouldn't worry about so much about. Let's not worry about bringing people from the server itself. We'll see if the people from our audience will enjoy this. Well, Ruza, you can be the judge. I'm gonna change the category right now to content warning. So I don't know if you have this game, Ruza, and I don't know if Blanket wants to play it, but I can show you. It's basically Lethal Company, but the quote unquote modern take on it. So where
They did
is
update a lot, by the way.
they finally fixed the voice chat issue, thankfully. I hope. They mentioned in the patch that they did fix it, but yeah. I don't have I have terrible memory, Ruza. I think I want to make that clear. I have terrible memory. And by the way, if you guys want to be supporting the show financially, today is the last day before the quote-unquote payday update tomorrow. And also, they got rid of their save files because of the new update. They got rid of the save files. All right, so this game, Blanket is 1 gigabyte. It takes place in modern times. They finally added a mirror here so you can look at your character. They did have this face creator or character creator, but you can never look at yourself in the mirror. So I was wondering why they did not do that in the first place. And this game is optimized. You don't need to have 160 FPS. I think 120 is more than enough. And where is the FPS? Let's go 120. Let's go 120 FPS. Good, 120 FPS, that's a good number. And the graphic settings are very, very minimal, so most people should have no problem playing this game. Most people. And hopefully Blanket will find this interesting. I don't know if Ruza wants to play with us right now, but this is your chance. And I think the invite friends has finally changed. I think the invite friends was finally changed, so none of people cannot just join you anymore. And I just personally sent the invite. I personally sent the invite now. If Blanket wants to join us, hopefully you'll find this interesting. Okay, I'm gonna mute my microphone here. Actually, no.
Oh yeah.
I'll keep my microphone on just in case if anybody comes into our VC here. Anyway.
Hey, Bruce is here.
So yeah, Blanket. This is content warning, Blanket. Similar setup like Lethal Company, but this is this game's take on it. These are our quote-unquote avatars. You can make your own face here with this face creator. Again, you can make your own face if you wanted to. They finally added a mirror, by the way. They didn't have this mirror when this game first came out. It kind of made no sense that you can type a face, but you can't see yourself in the mirror. Weird. And yeah, this game is we can help you with this game Nugget if you want. But even if money wasn't an issue, Blanket, is this something you will enjoy? That is the plan, and
this is my face right now, Rosa. Like my face?
Oh yes, because we are dealing with scary stuff again, indeed. No name tag, so you have to rely on face. Anyway, let's go give this game a try again.
Don't forget, if you open up the door, the lobby is closed.
Oh, I know, but we can always start the lobby again in case Blanket decides to give this game a try. And this game has a hard limit of 4 people, as far as I know. I don't think you can get more than 4 here, unless you have mods. All right, here we go.
With mods, yes, it would be more. And
I think 4 is already
changes.
enough. I think 4 people is already enough for this game, but yeah. All right, here we go. Starting game.
Yeah, same thing with But yeah, same thing with the Lethal Company, where you can actually add people who can join mid rounds too. So
unlike Lethal Company, this game doesn't have that VHS looking filter. You can actually see everything clearly, and you can actually have an actual touch screen here. Oh yeah, you can have an actual touching screen here. Touch screen, not touching. Jesus. Also, you can sort of mess around a bit. You can also sort of mess around here a little bit more. For example, you can
So
climb
one
this
thing that
antenna.
they change is if you want to come over here.
What?
So, you see, there's no more green screen. Now we gotta buy the green screen. But over here, we can buy hats. Cosmetics.
We can finally have some cosmetics. Oh, look at that. That's a blanket hat. I know it says ghost hat, but it's a
know.
blanket hat. That's a blanket hat.
And
That's
I
not a
think-
ghost hat. That is a blanket hat.
I think they change every single day, so.
That is what blanket wears every day at home, not in public.
Oh my god, we can get a podcast going. Rosa, we can get podcasts started. Yeah.
All right, here we go. We are gonna go inside the ship. That is how you start the game. That is how you quote unquote start the game in this game. No, I have no money, so we don't have to worry about buying anything. Oh yes, the
Rosa,
lever,
you
the
got anything?
lever. Here we go, the lever.
You got anything to say, Rosa?
Ruse are the mute. I'm just jumping around.
I think they did add another map, by the way.
About time.
But we won't. But we won't get that.
You know what's funny?
Or actually,
I can't hear any. I can't
I think
hear
this
any.
is. This is the new map, by the way. I think.
You know what's funny? I don't hear any footsteps. It's completely silent for me.
That's nice. Hey, look. Reeds.
Ah.
Okay, that's Oh, did we bring flashlights?
We didn't have money, so we can't buy anything.
No, we get a starting 4 flashlights.
Oh, we're gonna be doing this without flashlights. How brave of us.
There's a creature that we need flashlights to kill. So,
Did I see my own shadow?
what the? Okay, what the heck is that? What's going on?
Wait, what?
It looks like Enyo and Ruza are stuck together.
What kind of
I
sense
don't
does
know.
this make?
I don't know. Are you dying?
No. What that kind of sense does this make? Is this tug of war? Is this tug of war now?
I guess so.
Oh. Oh, remember the blender? Remember the blender? It's over there.
The blender?
Yep,
What is that?
it's back. It's the blender. Why are we stuck together?
Oh my. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh.
Sound effects are broken. Sound effects are broken.
Help me!
Sound effects are broken. Sound effects are broken. I can't hear anything.
Rosa, help me. Literally, if you don't unlock me,
I'm stuck.
Yes,
you gotta
it's
put in the
broken.
code. You gotta put in the code what it says on your keyboard. You gotta type it in correctly.
Yes, I
I'm not
got
done
it.
typing.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. I was just about to type it in. You know, our freaking, the sound effects are broken. I can't hear anything. The voice chat is working, but no sound effects. No wonder why it sounded a little too quiet. And where is the freaking video camera? Oh, it's over there. Oh, it's over there.
Is there something on me?
Yes. For some reason, there is something on us. And hold on a second. How much film do we have? Oh, yes.
See, this is a giant fucking tapeworm thing.
check this out. We are tapeworm together. How original from content warning. Also, no sound effects, so everything I hear on my end is mute.
I can hear.
Originality, everyone. Jesus Christ. Why is this a thing
Oh, hey,
now?
flashlight. Wait, what's this? Hold on. Go back. There's something on the floor.
Imagine if Blanket was the one
got
suffering this
bone.
issue.
I found a bone.
Imagine if Blanket had this weird contraption and we were stuck together for no reason. Okay. Also, no sound effects. I wish I was joking, but I'm not hearing any sound effects. Nothing. Our first game and the sound effects just had to break.
Oh. Oh. God damn it. We got it off and it's back.
Why are the sound effects still broken? I don't hear any sound. I don't hear any walking sound effects. Nothing. Nothing. It's broken. Well, we didn't have that much footage from the last game. We didn't have that much footage, so...
I mean, you can still record until we are out of footage.
Oh, right.
I guess you could do is you can jump off the map and see how that goes.
I have already done that already before. I've already done that already.
No, the audience needs to do it because we get views from falling.
Blanket, we have to see Blanket on camera. Is Blanket gonna be brave enough to try this game with us? And if
Blanket, I can give
Blanket, do you want to play this game? Yes. Are you brave enough to be on quote unquote camera like this, Blanket?
Like this, and then we twerk, and then we twerk, and then we twerk, and then we twerk.
Target audience, everyone. Target audience. I did not.
Yeah,
I wasn't recording. I wasn't recording. I
record.
wasn't recording. I wasn't recording.
And don't forget the twerk.
I wasn't
Let's
recording.
work.
I wasn't recording actually. Oh, you're
Trying
actually.
to twerk.
And I don't know why the sound effects are broken. I don't know why the sound effects are broken right now. And I think the only way to fix it is to restart the game. But I'm gonna.
Hey, record Rosa. Record Rosa. I think Rosa's doing something.
Okay.
Don't forget to hit the
Oh! Ruza is on the edge and no longer on the edge.
edge. Oh god. Oh,
Only one option now. Only one option.
Hey, a blanket. Wee.
Indeed. And no. Content warning. How cringe can you get? That's the official tagline. Okay, I got 90% film left, but I'm gonna put it in there now. Okay, drop item. Okay, come on, drop in there. There you go. So this is one thing this game has that is kind of interesting. You can quote unquote upload the video and see it in real time. So whoever the cameraman is, it can be very interesting. I don't know if they fixed the spook tube issue, but we'll see.
Yeah, you can sit on the chair by the way now. Or
Oh,
on the couch.
you can finally sit on it and not. So you can actually sit on it like via chat. Oh, that's cool. And wait a minute, is Ruza bugged out?
Rosa.
I think Ruza is bugged out.
Rosa, we need to see our YouTube content with spook tubes.
If there's one good thing about this home hub is that you can't die, which is nice, I guess.
Come sit down. Actually sit
You
down.
can actually sit down by pressing E. That's something that wasn't available on launch. That's pretty cool. Okay, insert disc. Insert disc. I can't hear the audio. It's so freaking quiet. I can barely hear it. I can barely hear it. I don't know about you, but I can barely hear it. Master volume, SFX, and voice are... Hold on.
Sound effects are broke.
Wait a minute, the SFX
I
was
just
low.
about to type it
Never
in.
mind.
I was just about to type it in. Check this out. We are tapeworm together. How original from content warning. Also, no sound effects. So everything I hear on my end is mute.
By the way,
Originality, everyone.
why was
hit
my
the
SFX volume low? Why was my SFX volume in the
On
settings
the
low?
edge.
So that
And
was
no
kind of
longer
cringe.
On the edge. Oh god. Oh,
Only one option now. Only one option.
hey, a blanket. Wee.
Content warning. How cringe can you get? That's the official tagline.
And you can actually save the video to your own desktop, not just myself. Yes.
Mhm.
Why is the SFX volume so low? Why was it so low? Anyway,
Hey, Enyo, you want to see something funny?
and put it to 0.80. Yeah?
Hey, Rosa, you want to see something funny? Want to see something funny? Follow me. You know how we have to go to sleep, right? To go to the next day, right?
Yes.
Well, I figured out a way we can sleep without going on the beds.
Oh, they glitched that.
Okay.
Cute. Cute.
What?
We're basically Spider-Man. Sort of. Cute.
What? wait. No. Oh god. Okay. Oh man, I wanted to record that.
Cute. So we got some money, and okay, why was my SFX volume like all the way low? Like,
I don't know. I mean,
I don't like it when a game does that. I don't like it when a game does that. Changes my settings without me knowing it. It's annoying.
Well, it was you originally. You put it there.
Ah,
You probably
whatever.
put it at 0.
At least the sound
Okay.
effects are not broken. At least it was just awkward that I didn't
So-
hear anything.
Here. You want an emote? You want a hug? You want a sound player?
You know what's the old flashlight is probably the only thing that's most important right now.
We can buy Here, we buy one old flashlight, and you want a reporter's mic?
No, don't
Daniel?
buy the flashlights. They're sitting on the porch.
What does MC mean? What does this MC mean? Is that the same currency that we can buy here or no?
No, that's every time we like fail. But like, so once we finish up, we get MC from
Oh, so you need to do some grinding.
here.
Oh.
And pick up this.
iPods. iPods.
There's flashlights over there, by the way.
And then scroll wheel. Don't forget the scroll wheel.
Yes.
Enyo found out how to do the soundboards in game.
Yes. That's a song. That's not a dramatic hit. That's a song. That's a song.
Enyo? Wait, what happened to Enyo?
You locked him out. You gave him too much power.
Guys.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It sounds like a weird song when you spam it. That sounds freaking creepy.
Rosa? I don't think Eddie's looking too hot now.
Nope.
He ain't looking too hot now. Oh. Hey, we're back.
Oh,
Time to make
yes.
some more. Wait, what the heck is this? What the heck is? Oh my! What the? Oh. This is going already smoothly.
Yep.
So here's the interesting part, Blanket. Here's the interesting part,
We
Blanket.
can't really leave.
Where is Enyo? We need to save his soundboard.
No, he didn't. Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
The other way!
Oh god! Oh god, we're in a war zone right now.
This, you know what's funny,
God, what
Blanket
did we
and guys.
do?
I'm not joking here.
We didn't
The
do
one
nothing,
big
nothing.
thing that I nitpicked on in this game in the first place is
Oh, his body's over here.
okay, his soundboard, sir. Oh, Rosa, don't look behind you.
the one big thing I nitpicked
Oh,
about this game
don't look
on
behind
launch.
me.
The one big thing I nitpick about this game on launch is, you know, certain enemies just
Oh
spawn
my,
camping.
run, we're getting.
It may be fun. It may be
So,
funny
Rosa,
or interesting the first
so what,
time,
What are we in? Are
but
we
if
in
it
Little Pickle
happens
right now?
too many times, it just comes annoying. Imagine, if you will.
Here, audience, you want to see
imagine
what
if you
we're
will, you play
experiencing today?
Phasmophobia, and the ghost instantly kills you.
You see this? You see this?
Imagine,
We're in a little
imagine if
pickle
the
right
ghost
here.
in Phasmophobia
Wait.
kills you as soon as you exit
He's not
the
shooting
truck.
us. This is sus.
Not talking entering the interior, but as soon as you leave
Among
the
Us.
truck,
Among Us sussy.
it's annoying.
So, not shooting, you say?
Yeah, he ain't shooting us. They're his friendlies. So, you want to say any last words to Enyo before we get him back?
I was just messing with the soundboard so much.
play the newest one.
Which one?
It's like news
I
broadcast.
give this game credit. It is better on launch. It is better with this update.
Just in, we all died.
And this game, Blanket, I think you might have fun with this game. You can be cringy, and it can be interesting. So like I said before, so I said this before, and I'll say this again. I don't mind, you know, sometimes that happening with the enemy spawns right in front of you. But imagine if you play Phasmophobia when you first start playing that game. Imagine, if you will, the ghost kills you as soon as you enter the truck, exit the truck. Not going in the interior. Imagine it kills you right off the bat. It may be funny or interesting the first time, but it becomes very annoying and cheap after a few times.
So yeah, so that was.
So that is my only nitpick. That is my only nitpick with this game right now. Is that at least let us leave the main area, or at least the first few steps of the spawn, at least.
We saved
it.
your soundboard. Your sound player, though. Ennio found out how to do the soundboards in-game.
Nope.
He ain't looking too hot now. What the heck? Oh my! What the? Oh my god!
Somehow that soundboard went well with me
Oh god,
dying.
we're in a war zone right now. Rosa. Rosa, don't look behind you. Oh, don't look behind me. Run, working. What? So Rosa, so what are we in? Are we in a little pickle right now? Here, audience, you want to see what we're experiencing today? You see this? You see this? We're in a little pickle right here. Wait. He's not shooting us. This is sus. Among Us sussy. Ah! Yeah, he ain't shooting us. They're his friendlies. So, you want to say any last words to Ennio before we get him back?
You know what's broken? The same video
Just
detector I'm
in.
replaying
We
close
all
just
died.
appeared right before the video stops. Sorry, it's still going, but whatever.
Hey, we couldn't even do nothing because we were just trapped there.
Yeah, they spawn camp.
Just...
Somehow me messing with the soundboard as I died somehow was fitting.
Rosa, you know what to do. You gotta give Ennio the power again.
Oh boy. It's gonna be
Okay,
annoying.
guys.
Oh god, this is already... I don't know if I should download that. Whatever. Moving on. Oh yes.
I mean, I wouldn't because it's just we didn't.
Just jump off the bed. So yeah, Blanket, I don't know if this game is something you want to play if money wasn't an issue. But it can be fun. It can be fun and comic relief. It can be.
It can, yeah.
It
You know
can
what?
be.
Hey, Rosa. Where's Rosa?
Too bad. It's too bad some of the equipment is so expensive.
Yeah. Rosa.
Why is the emote $100?
I don't know.
Why is an emote $100?
Rosa. Here, you can take this. Now you know what to do. You must hug.
No.
You must hug the guy who's doing soundboards. Hug him. Hug him.
What?
How?
On the right-hand corner, top right-hand corner tells you what to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
You had to get close? Oh, look at that. They're hugging. Okay.
Yes, Blanket, you can actually do animations in this game. You can. But I don't know. But again, if it's not clicking with you, I don't blame you. But it's all, at least this game is 1 gigabyte, so it's not a very large game that takes up too much of your space. Oh, wait a minute, freaking flashlight. No flashlight. I don't have a flashlight.
Oh yeah, grab the flashlight. They're in the house, by the way.
No flashlight. Where is the flashlight? No. No. I don't have a flashlight. Where is it? Where is the flashlight? I do not see the flashlight. Yo. I don't see the flashlight. Nope. I don't see a flashlight. Nope. Oh, wait. Here it is. There's the old flashlight. There's the old flashlight. Squish me. You Messing around.
Oh God. Another episode of Not to Die in 2 Seconds. Okay. Where do you want to go first? Rosa, you're our tour guide today. Okay, yeah. I love the scenery.
So, just like Lethal Company, you can have gear like flashlight. No grainy VHS look here, at least.
Okay, yeah.
I didn't mind
Well,
it the
that's
first
going
time on
downhill.
Lethal Company, but it kind of gets annoying after a while.
Whoa, what's this?
This battery dies so quickly.
Oh,
You know
look
what's
at this.
funny?
Rosa found something.
You know what's funny? The soundboard doesn't require battery life. That's unfair.
Oh God.
What? He died. He just died, didn't he? He just died.
No, he didn't die. He fell down. Run!
And I lost my frickin' flashlight. Speaking of brightness. Speaking of brightness, maybe increase it just a bit.
Ennio! You can jump! Trust Paul! Trust Paul!
Yay, ragdoll!
Your flashlight's right here, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Well, now we
Cannot
gotta
stay,
get our way out.
unlike Lethal Company, well, Lethal Company has the same thing, but you cannot stay in this map for too long because you run out of oxygen.
Yep.
Also, why does this battery die so quickly? Then again, it's an old
Hopefully
flashlight.
Hopefully we can find a way out.
That just
We might have to keep going down.
Great.
Farther down.
Yay.
Are we able to get out? No, no.
Yes.
You're not welcome in the kingdom.
Yes.
No. No.
Yeah. You come back.
Makes me think of as above, so below. Wait a minute, as above?
No.
You gotta come down with us.
I have never heard of as above, so below. Oh, it's a movie. Oh, not the game. Oh. Well, this is an indie game, Blanket, so it may have that similarity, but at least this game is optimized.
Another episode of Night Jumping Down. Oh my god, I forgot I don't have knees.
That's why this game is like this, Blanket, is that the game is optimized. Oh, cool. At least this game is optimized, Blanket, so if you don't have the best computer in the world, that's what's good about this.
What the heck is that?
Ghost event. That's a Phasmophobia ghost event. Thank you.
What the heck?
That's a Phasmophobia ghost event. Oh.
Rosa? Are you good? Okay, well, let's leave Rosa behind then.
I not really have much of a choice. Look,
But
you have a friend.
I don't think we have a plan. I don't think we have a plan.
I think we have a plan of attack. We gotta find our way out, that's why.
Just don't jump, don't fall down again.
Hopefully.
Why does this flashlight die so quickly?
Because game logic.
Of course. Oh, freaking course.
Oh my god. What's that?
Oh,
It's gone. It's gone. Wait, are we back up? I think we're back up.
Indeed we are.
What the heck is that? Oh my god! I'm on the fire!
Oh, the freaking spider. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's lovely. Look at the visual effects, Blanket. That's not bad, actually. Yes, indeed, Blanket, indeed. But you know what's interesting? The game is optimized.
What the heck is happening?
I wanted to fire! What the heck is happening? Hold on.
Oh my god.
Well, that happened.
I don't know what's going on.
That is probably the perfect summary of this game in a nutshell. And I somehow got Ruza on camera for that.
Oh my god.
That
Look,
was
we
the
gotta
best shot. That was the best shot in the entire game so far. And it's a good thing I captured it that's not on camera. That's freaking cool.
Well, now we can invite others if we want
Wait
to.
a minute. How did you... Never mind. You two morphed together. Never mind.
No, both me and Rosa are one. You don't see it, but we're one. We're one.
So yeah,
We're
Blanket.
one person.
I don't know if that makes your opinion of this game a bit better, Blanket.
oh.
But you
Rosa,
don't
you
have to
good?
take the game seriously, and it's only 1 gigabyte. But if you're still not sure, Blanket, and you don't want to get this game, even just to try it out, there's no harm done. You don't have to spend more than 2 hours or an hour to find out if this game is for you. But it definitely is better with
Rosa's not-
friends.
Rosa's not doing so hot right now.
Somehow, Ruza made this game very interesting with that death scene. Somehow, Ruza was the best actor when dying from that. I cannot believe Ruza somehow is the star again. Ever since you somehow avoided 3 nutcrackers. This is the jumping animation, by the way. Somehow it looks like Mickey Mouse. Somehow it looks like Mickey Mouse trying to do a jump, but it's so... That is so silly. This is so freaking silly. You know, that shot of Ruza dying and the reaction, that is the highlight. That is the highlight. I thought I thought the explosion was...
God.
I thought the explosion
Help.
was cool, but
Help.
what?
Oh. I was faced inside of Rosa for a second.
Oh yeah, the ragdolls in this game. Just like Lethal Company, it's hilarious. I'm glad this game doesn't take itself too seriously. I don't know what my character looks like when I'm trying to be in the ceiling up here.
There we go. We're 2 people in 1.
That's fine. And it's okay, Blanket. If you don't have a strong opinion right now, it's fine. But that fiery effect, oh, that was beautiful. Yeah, this game doesn't have that many graphics options. Only thing you get is resolution, ambient occlusion, chromatic aberration, shadow, and that's it. Very minimal settings, which is nice, especially if you don't have the best computer in the world.
Hey, I mean, at least this game also has a max frame rate, too.
That's a thing that most games should have nowadays. More games nowadays should have a max frame rate option. You can choose whatever frame rate you want without going into your graphics card program to limit the frame rate. That's so nice and thoughtful. I wish more games had that. That explosion. That explosion was the best. That explosion was the best I've seen from this game so far. And we didn't even have to try that hard to get that. Beautiful.
I'm probably gonna get up. I'm not feeling well.
That's fine, Ruza. You know, Ruza, you stayed on long enough just to get that explosion. Best acting ever.
Yep.
You know what? Just for this, now our face has won. Now.
The only thing that's
engulfed.
kind of annoying, is that you cannot move your hands in this game. But then again, imagine if this game was somehow ported to VR. You can move your hands and head. That'd be very cringy. I won't be surprised if they figure out how to make this game on VR or make a VR version of this. Take it easy, Blanket.
This game in VR might be pretty sick.
Who knows? Yeah, so what we're going to do is... I don't know about you, Nat, but we're going to try to take a chance with Goose Goose Duck again. If you don't get a lobby in 15 minutes or less, we're just going to move on. I'm not going to spend too much time on it like we did the last time. So, we'll
You
give
can
it a
try
try.
a new game that came out a couple of weeks ago.
Which game?
I can gift it to you.
I don't know which game, because... which game in particular? Well, I don't know. If it doesn't take too long to download and it's easy to set up, I don't mind that.
I think it's like a couple gigs. It's not too terribly big.
Yeah,
I just gotta find it.
I don't know. Yeah, because I am finally going into my options list. My Steam library. I'm finally doing some process of elimination to find out which ones are worth the time and some are not so worth the time. So, thank God we had finally have something from content warning to show off to the world. And it's not through a video camera. So that's so freaking cool. Yeah, I was hoping for Goose Goose Duck to be a fun game to revisit, but no, it's not easy to get people in that game like it used to be. Nope. Wait, what? It's a darn shame. A darn shame that it's not that easy. Speaking of that, their Discord server, is it easy to find the video there? No. You have to make a video link for that. Eh. But I'm glad Rusa was able to stay on long enough despite the migraine. Oh boy. Which is it this time? Oh boy. What is it this time? Is it... I don't know if it better be with something decent. Oh, this one.
Yeah,
Abiotic
this
Factor.
It was a student worked game. So
let's see what the store page has to say about this. 1 to 6 players, underground research facility. So it's sort of like another Lethal Company sort of a game, sort of.
Sort of, yes.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if it catches up to me. $32. Holy crap! $32. Oh boy, I feel the pain. Well, I will give it a shot. If it's not decent, then or it doesn't click with me, then I can always try something else. I'm glad Killing Floor 2 is decent, but the thing is, it's too big. The game takes up too much space on my hard drive. All right, here we go. I'm gonna quit this game here. I'm glad this game is finally stable, but it's not something you can do for a long time. So, Abiotic Factor. I don't know if this game is decent, but it's only one way to find out. I really hope this one has something to offer. I tried Destiny 2, by the way, Knight. I don't recommend it personally. It gets kind of repetitive, and not in a good way. I'd rather play Helldivers 2 instead of Destiny 2. Yeah, at least Helldivers 2 you get a sense of fun there. Okay, abiotic factor. DX11 for lower end PCs. Now, when it comes to indie games, I don't mind as long as they're fun. New Zealand. Okay, Unreal Engine. You know what's funny? I don't know what Unreal Engine this game is on. Master Volume 200. Okay, so what are the graphics options for this game? Okay, first we gotta choose our character.
Endothermia.
I'd better eat soon.
There are deserts more hydrated than I am.
Ooh, that's a better temperature. Oof, I need food. Stop! Tired, lightheaded, dry mouth.
It's positively balmy.
Why are the voices so different from both male and female? Whatever. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. First impressions. Okay, settings. Here we go. Settings.
Almost there. So, ready for your first day?
Oh god, that's even worse. That's even worse. No.
There she is.
Okay, that is not optimized. Let's change the settings again. Okay, I need to change the settings here. GPU is working surprisingly hard right now. I wish that... Okay, why I cannot choose my own FPS number here? I cannot choose my own FPS number. If I increase the resolution scale, apparently makes it worse. FSR, it's... Hold on a second. FSR... Why is the resolution scale so low? Is this how this game is not that optimized if you put it any higher? Okay, let's try putting max FPS to 60 then. Everything else will be on high then. Okay.
So I'm gonna limit my frame rate to 60. I wish the number could be a bit higher though. Why is it 120? Whatever. Okay. Where do we go? Oh, this way. Yeah, this game, I'm not sure if it's the most optimized.
Okay, you're the transfer, huh? You sure picked a day. Things a bit hectic downstairs this morning. Just grab your gate pal there. It'll help you get sorted.
Okay. Another new game on the block. What do we got here? Okay. Cut radiation. Okay. Ooh, I'm seeing the frame rate.
So, you've got what you need. Head through the gate to my left, down to the elevator. It'll take you down to induction.
Okay.
Welcome to the Gate Cascade Research Facility. You are in the induction wing. The facility is currently at alert level precautionary. Please listen carefully to and follow all security instructions. Now arriving at staff processing.
This game is not optimized based on what I'm seeing here right now. How about... Doesn't seem to matter too much on the settings. What if you put them on medium? This game doesn't seem to do very well on high FPS. Doesn't seem to do very well on that. No. I have to limit the frame rate to a certain number, but see the max FPS. Why can't I not choose a certain number? Why I cannot choose a certain number is beyond me. And the resolution scale is really low in order to optimize this game. Okay, whatever. Okay. Hold the emote wheel and wave or page. Where's the guard?
Hey, new transfer. I got pulled in from surface duty. The usual lady, she got called out to help downstairs. Happens. Chaos is kind of our thing around here. You seem a bit antsy. Just wait. I'll unlock the gate in a second. Now, I've never run someone through this, but it looks pretty straightforward. Coming from the Springer facility, you'll know the basics, but since we deal with specimens directly, everyone on staff has to know basic ECP. That's Emergency Containment Procedures. Okay, now I have some instructions here that aren't really compatible with the current security situation around here, so we're just gonna improvise a bit. Bear with me. I'm gonna have you crawl through that vent down there. Consider it like chasing down an escaped specimen. You got a big brain, you got a big imagination, right?
Ladder. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. The frame rate really drops at this menu here. Oh boy, it definitely drops. Okay.
If there's something in your way, because I put it there, there should be a tool down there. Something you can smash the crate with. You might have to look around a bit. And don't worry about smashing stuff. Like, we have a lot of, we got a lot of crates. A lot of crates.
Wrench. Can't use my hands. Okay, is there... Yeah, the frame rate really drops when you go into that menu. Oh boy, it's really bad. Okay. Where is the wrench? Oh, the wrench. Whoops, I missed it completely. Okay. Oh, yes. Half-Life. Okay. Okay. Clothes scrap.
Oh, what the hell? This damn radio's acting up. There we go. Ugh, all morning. Alright, where were we? They want you to capture a creature. The lady who's supposed to do this, she took all the nets downstairs with her. Look around, maybe you can make one out of something.
I have no clue. But throw net. Oh, here we go. Throw net. Okay. So throw net. Craft.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking I'd grab like a plastic bag for you know what? This is why we do the jobs we do here. Nice. You've got some athleticism in there. Somewhere. Now, real creatures might wriggle out of that one, but that's not a real creature. So, next step is special containment, isolation, wash hands, inoculate. You know what? Just stomp on it. Oh, brutal. Okay, so next up... Oh, what's going on with your leg there? Looks to me like you're bleeding. Look, we'll call this training. Basic first aid. Find some cloth and make a bandage. And just keep this between us for now. I'll buy you a beer in residence later. Sorry about that.
Okay, found it. You know, Grey Zone Warfare has something like this, Knight. You have inventory. So, but it's not the same. But it's some kind of similar. Get yourself Feel it. Okay.
Okay, you did that way cleaner than I would have. You would, wouldn't you? You're gonna fit right in down there. Looks like you can walk on it all right. Let's head you on through to the next room. Feel free to mosey. I've gotta check some stuff out. We got... So, I'm betting they didn't have these at Springer. It says here, all gate staff at Cascade need to understand the facility's unique power system. It goes into a lot of detail only an egghead would want. No offense. Every power socket here comes with its own little extension cable, and we build everything purpose-built for those sockets. So what you're gonna do, you need to package the heater, place it back down near the power socket, and then... Okay, now I know that was a lot. I'm getting some weird interference on my radio. I'm gonna leave you to the whiteboard down there. You might need a screwdriver. I'll get back to you in a minute. Station 3, what's going on? Over. Station 3, Station 2? I'm getting a lot of chatter. Don't run in some kind of shady op again. I didn't see a bulletin. I'm trying to finish up some work here.
Package the heater.
Okay, just let me know if it's any GKers coming my way. They creep me the hell out. Over.
Deploy the heater near the power socket. Grab power cable. Grab power cable from... where is the power cable? Wait a minute. Put it down there. Deploy the heater. Okay. Deploy. In other words, build it. And what happens next?
Hey, nice work plugging in that plug. We're done here. There's some stuff on this list, but I don't reckon you're gonna need it. That's why you've got people like me around. Keep you safe. Looks like I gotta check on some situation topside. So, yeah, head to the elevator. It'll take you down to residences. Real cozy stuff. Clipboard here says you're looking for a Dr. Khan? It sounds familiar. I guess he's in charge of the rest of your orientation. Alright, onward to science. Well, for one of us anyway.
Okay.
Attention. This is a high priority safety broadcast. You are currently en route to Residence Level 7. Due to an active security situation, advanced safety precautions are in effect. This elevator will be redirected to Offices Level 1. Please remain in place and wait for security team assistance.
Loading screen? Okay. Oh, you make it to the main menu. Single player only. Okay, you can do single player or you can do multiplayer.
I don't think we've met.
This game is,
Ah, you're stuck here too, eh? I came down from level 8 for a coffee. Now I'm locked in here for God knows how long. It'll be those fools on level 3 overreacting again. Looks like Jaeger's locked out. Typical. See if you can let him in. Maybe he knows what's happened, but take your time. He's insufferable.
Even though I don't know much about this game, I'm gonna be honest here, I'm not feeling much. Not feeling much from this game. I mean, aside from the optimization issues aside, because, you know, you have to reduce resolution scale here. You have to reduce resolution scale because that's the only way to optimize things. That's still not enough. That's still not enough. I think you gotta put it to low value. That's still not enough. Wow. I mean, it's like the game is telling you to play this game on 60 FPS. Yeah. You can see, it's not very smooth when you move your camera around. I kind of understand what this game is trying to do, but I'm not feeling much from this. Kind of reminds me of The Forest, the Sons of the Forest in a way. I mean, I know the game is co-op, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling much from this. Yeah, I'm not feeling much from this game, no. Kind of reminds me of Destiny 2, although it took me like 1 or 2 hours to come to a conclusion. Yeah, no, I'm good. No, moving on. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. No, you can have your $30 back. No, I'm not feeling much from this game. Sorry, no, I'm good. I'm gonna install this game right now. You can have your money back. No, sorry, I'm not feeling much from this game. It's not because I don't want to learn, but it doesn't make me want to learn it. It's just not. There's nothing. I'd rather play Content Warning instead. At least there's some. At least I'm getting some sense of that. Okay, it's still running. Sometimes it takes a while for the game to stop. It's not stopping, even though I clearly exited. Hold on, hold on. Is it still running in the background? Is that game still running in the background? I told it to stop. I had to force close it. I had to force close Abiotic Factor on my task manager. Yeah, no, you can have your $30 back. No, I'm not really interested in this. No, I don't care about the setting. Maybe you might find this interesting, but I don't. Sorry. I'm gonna go to Steam support right now. No. No. It's not what I expected. Nope. You can have your money back instantly. No. The last thing I want is to pretend to like a game when I don't. So I'm gonna hide that game. That's it. So I've heard about this, but I don't know if I was gonna like it or not, or wanting to learn it. And even if the game wasn't optimized, doesn't make me care about it. So that's unfortunately a game that did not catch my interest. What else we have here in the Steam library here? There's, for example, the isometric point of view here. I was thinking of trying to see if this will get my interest, but I'm not sure. What else we have on this Steam library that we can do? We haven't done Helldivers 2 in a while. That's a possibility. Squad 44, that's 66 gigabytes. Something. Be honest here, Knight. Is Borderlands 3 or 2 something you can play or not really? Because I tried to see if Borderlands will stick with me, but it doesn't really keep my interest completely.
Can't do Borderlands 3 because I don't own it. That plus it's 100 gigs.
That's the problem. Yes, I know. But yeah. I know you did Borderlands 2, but I don't have strong feelings with Borderlands. It's not very strong. I mean, I thought the opening impressions for Borderlands 2 was better than 3, but even with the integration, it doesn't really change my feelings too much in for that game, unfortunately. I don't know. That abiotic factor, I don't know. I'm not getting any interest from there. Some people told me to try at the very least try Rust, maybe SnowRunner, but I'm in no rush to do those because those are also just as expensive. Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out what can be useful we can do for the next hour because I only have like an hour left. What do we have in this library here that we can do? You know, I remember Sherman, I remember Kiki, and several other people like that. But I guess they got busy with life and they are not as available like they used to, which I'm not too surprised because it does take quite a bit of effort to just to come on and just have a fun time. Killing Floor 2 is surprisingly a big game, like 90 freaking gigabytes. Ugh, yeah. I do find fun factor in it, but 90 gigabytes. That is and it doesn't exactly have I don't know. I'd rather play Left 4 Dead or something, but I don't mind Killing Floor 2 though. It's just I don't have the hard drive space. I need to save it for other games. Yeah, when it comes to Gray Zone Warfare, no, I don't. Even though that game has optimization issues like Abiotic Factor does, but there's enough of a setting for me to learn it. So at least the game is not big on hard drive space, like 20 gigabytes, and apparently it is going to slowly get better. I think. Hopefully it will. Hopefully it's not going to be like Starship Troopers. Jesus, that Starship Troopers game. That game could have been so much more, but it didn't get better. Optimization didn't get better either, I hear. I went to the Steam page for it, and apparently it still has the problems that I experienced the last time I played that. What a shame. Yeah, Elden Ring. I didn't forget about that. The combat mechanics, you have to be in a mood for that to learn. I mean, Abiotic Factor, I'm not getting anything from that game. I don't feel like I want to learn it. There's not enough to get me interested. What else we have here? No. Doom, no. We could, even though this is a bit of a repeat from what we did before, but I'm gonna see if it's easy to get a Goose Goose Duck lobby going. But I'm not gonna spend more than 10 minutes on trying to set up a lobby here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna launch Goose Goose Duck right now, see if we can get a lobby going. But I'm not gonna spend more than 5 or 10 minutes if we don't get enough people. Yeah, so I'm not gonna repeat the same mistake like we did the last time, and we don't have enough people. Oh yes, and that break-in, those VR games, I'll try to get to those as soon as I can. I finally thought of them. I finally thought of doing those games finally, but you have to be in the mood for certain games, or it's something you wish to learn. Abiotic Factor, I see what they're trying to do with it, but the tutorial did not catch my interest. Sorry, but it's not. I'm glad you have Helldivers 2, Knight. Helldivers 2, at the very least, is more interesting to play than Destiny 2. I can finally say that now. Even though I haven't played Helldivers 2 in weeks, at least I remember the fun in that game. Oh, you have an update. I don't know if it's easy to set up a lobby in Goose Goose Duck like it used. I don't know if it's easy to set up a lobby tonight, but I'm gonna try. So, host game. Draft mode again. Carnival. 16, and let's see if it's easy to set up a lobby. I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I'm gonna try. Spend at least 5 or 10 minutes in this, tops, if we don't get enough. So, the lobby code for this. Where is the template for this? Where's the template? Trying to find the template for this. Let's see if we can get people here. Nope. Okay, I still have the template from last time. Only thing I gotta change is the code. Okay, the Goose Goose Duck server is right here. Looking for English over 18. Copy code. Okay. Okay. So, all right, starting now. I'm not gonna spend more than maybe 5 or 10 minutes to see if we can get enough people here. If we don't get enough, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna sit and do nothing. Shame, because this game could have been so much more. Friends list, LT. By the way, Knight, I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you know this, but Nebraska is finally coming into American Truck Simulator, the first state in who knows how long, and that's something hopefully I can visit for a little bit. So, hold on a second. We don't have any people in the lobby so far, so yeah, hold on a second. Alright, so yeah, I don't know if you know this, Knight, but American Truck Simulator is finally releasing a new state, Nebraska. American Truck Simulator is not high on my priority list, but I will definitely play that game for a bit, for community's sake. Because I know there's a few people on my server that do like to play that game. Just to explore. So that's gonna come out next Friday. Yeah, I don't know if it's not that easy to get people in this game anymore like it used to. Which is a darn shame, because I remember meeting nice people like Flower Girls and Blanket and several others. But yeah, no, this game has definitely not aged well. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's good things in this game, but well, the player retention, the player retention is the problem. It's a huge issue. Unless you get a circle of friends or acquaintances, you're not gonna have a fun time with this game. Yeah, that is the problem with this game. And like I said earlier, I tried to go into the oh hi, I'm at. Oh, we finally get a player. Materasu. Oh, I can hear myself. You may want to check your input or something. Or output.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves. Something's wrong with your input or output. Yeah, you have to go to your sound settings for that. But yeah, it's a shame. This game doesn't get people easily like it used to. You gotta check your input. You gotta fix your input out, Monty. We can hear ourselves. You're not gonna fix it? Problem solved. Yeah, there's no way we can do a game with that going on. Nope, no way.
Yeah, it would just be annoying.
Yeah, especially when our voices echo every time. Yeah, it really is a shame. I remember this game having so many people coming in to check it out, and then over time it slowly went down. I mean, every game is gonna have that, but the player retention. Oh boy, the player retention. Oh boy. You know, if I had a huge audience like the big timers doing this on this platform, it's a nice luxury to have, to get people to join your games very easily. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, you can see the health of this game, and it's a cold reality in some cases to see the state of the game for what it actually is. And oh my god, there's barely anybody playing this game in English. I don't know what the other languages or lobbies are like in this game, but on English it's really hard to get people like it used to. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize it was this bad. I didn't realize it was this bad. Oh boy. Oh, and I don't know, Knight. Is Dead by Daylight a type of a game you can play solo, or you need other people to enjoy it with as a survivor? Because
I need more people.
Yep, that's the thing about Dead by Daylight is you need to have other people to enjoy it. And the thing is you know what's surprising, Knight? Dead by Daylight can be a toxic game, even though it's not even the best game to be quote-unquote competitive on. Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm genuinely surprised people tell me Dead by Daylight is a competitive game. Say what you want about me about Rainbow Six Siege and not being experienced at it, but at least I feel the competitiveness in that game, even though it's completely different. Dead by Daylight, you know, I'm surprised Dead by Daylight doesn't have a rank mode or competitive mode or something like that. But nope.
I think it does.
If you go to the main menu, I don't think there is a competitive mode or rank mode there that I know of. So, yeah, I'm gonna spend another 2 minutes trying to see if we get people here. If you don't, we're gonna move on. Yeah, it's a darn shame because this game had so much potential and it grew and grew and grew. This game even got the attention of the Twitch website itself at one point, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. We get this huge influx of people, like PlanetSide 2 did, but then the decline happened again.
Yeah, I just think that not popular. You know, game gained up a lot of popularity, but I think overall between Goose Goose and Among Us, I think more people chose Among Us than this game.
Yeah, and the thing is, when it comes to Among Us, I have at least 2 servers for that. I have 2 Among Us servers, but then again, even Among Us is not perfect either. I mean, you have to be in a mood to play a social game like Among Us. Even if Among Us has more people, you need to be in a specific mood for that. So, I'm not really worried about, you know, trying to do well as being the best liar in the world. But, you know, you have to be in a specific mood for that. So, I'm also trying to do VR more often off screen, but again, you have to be in the mood to put the headset on and stuff like that. So, I'm trying my best here. I really am. So, I have a Final Fantasy video that I'm going to edit because when we got into that Japanese style social hub, that one character was I actually had a fun time trying to quote unquote voice. So that's gonna be the next video. Very simple, and I can't believe we actually got a content warning video that we can do. Not from the video recorder, but when Ruza died. That was probably the best moment there. So it's a good thing I had this broadcasting program running in the background because, you know, sometimes the best moments is not on camera, but sometimes when you don't have the equipment. So that's pretty good. Yeah, unfortunately, no people are coming in to play this game. I think we've been here for like 5 minutes. No, sorry, we're gonna have to move on. What a shame. This game is not. I mean, and I'm not gonna go jump to Among Us that easily. If you're gonna do Among Us, we have to start much earlier for that because you need to find people.
I think Among Us VR is a lot better than just normal Among Us.
If you can get people on it, yeah, I have Among Us VR. And if you can get some, it is possible to get decent people because you obviously need a VR headset to play that game. So yeah, I looked at the lobby codes. There isn't as many people posting lobby codes there. Not as many, which is very surprising, by the way. Very surprising.
Yeah, I was comparing the two Steam charts. Like this game.
Oh hi,
this game is
Shidley.
like 3,000 players versus Among Us that has like 4,000.
Hey, what's up, Ennio? Long time no see. It's me, Shorny.
I remember you. Yeah. Well, Shorny, I'm sorry to say this, but it really is kind of sad to see what has happened to this game. I remember back then it was so easy to get a lot of people coming in to play this game, but unfortunately, at least the English player population has gone down. It's not easy to get lobbies like it used to, unless you have a group. Unless you have a group of unless you have a huge group of friends or acquaintances. Good luck getting a lobby going on in this game.
Yeah, honestly, public lobbies are really where it's at, but that entails the issue of children just waltzing in.
You know what's funny?
Oh, by the way,
you know what's ironic,
said hi.
Shorny? You know what's ironic,
that?
Shorny? Among Us VR is somehow better than regular Among Us in a way.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you need a freaking headset, obviously. Not everybody has that. Yeah, I still have my memories here. I met you, and I met a couple of other people that I haven't seen in a while, to be honest with you. But this game, just like some other free-to-play games, suffers from the same issue: player retention. And
you're right.
I mean, I don't mind doing social games for the fun of it, even if not good. But you can only keep people's interest for so long, which is a darn shame. I don't know. I can't speak for the other languages for this game. I don't know how those are doing, but for English, it has sort of run its course.
Hold up. I may or may not be able to scour the Discord for a lobby that we can join.
Unfortunately, Shoni, I'm running out of time here. I tried to see if I can get a lobby going here, but it's really discouraging to wait who knows how long to get a lobby going. The last time me and I tried to get this lobby going was 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Yeah, that's no.
It was 55 minutes actually.
55. Jesus, it was excruciating.
Damn.
Really we had this one. We had this one player join before you came here, but they were aware that the input device was echoing your voice. So no. Pass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they heard us too, but they didn't care. So I just like, okay, next. So.
Right.
Or also.
I feel you. But you're not wrong though. Like, and honestly, I really miss Collide's lobbies too, because Collide also has a bit of a sense of dissonance with the devs and the Goose Goose Duck community. But like a year ago, Collide and I played like every single day. Like, we played in your lobbies even. But we still had like a solid ring of friendship. A group of people that we could trust.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with private lobbies, it's like nobody wants to join them. It's really hard to get a good, proper private lobby if you don't have like 1,000 people in your Discord.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. You basically get a rude awakening when you don't have a huge group of acquaintances that you can rely on or friends.
And it really sucks. Because I'm also afflicted with the same issue. Like, I'm just bouncing from public lobby to public lobby to public lobby now. Collide doesn't hardly play the game anymore. Neither does so many of my friends. Like, my whole friends list has been, like, pretty much swapped. Oh, wait.
You should sell Enya's friends list when we first got back into the game. It was like, what, like 1,000 like days for like certain people not playing this game?
Yep. Hundreds of days among other things.
Yeah, man.
So here's the thing, Shorny. Even if I had a huge number or whatever, just be hypothetical here. If I'm gonna get sponsored, I don't know how much I can be honest, because it's no different to being part of a corporation. You got to do your usual PR and all that stuff. But I can tell you right now, I am completely independent because I don't have any sponsorship deals or anything like that. Just the usual TOS.
Yeah, me too.
People say TOS all the time. I mean, that's true, but I would look at it as just basic common sense at this point. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I'm independent right now. Very, very fortunate to be paid, but that's okay. But that's beside the point. What I'm trying to say is this game, unfortunately, is highlighting the problem that not all games, but it highlights some free games and some paid games out there that just fail to do the most important thing: player retention. It's nice to have a good first impression in something, but how can you keep people playing the game and not feel bored or repetitive? And I don't know if you're an MMO person.
I agree.
I don't know if you're an MMO person, Shorny, like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14 Online. I don't know if you're an MMO person. Say what you want about those games, but at the very least, they do manage to keep people playing those games one way or the other, despite how repetitive those games can be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I
totally get that.
And this game, unfortunately,
One fear that I have about this game is that they're going to suffer the same fate as Inner Sloth, the developers of Among Us.
I wish Among Us. I wish Inner Sloth would have done a new engine or something, so it's easier for them to add stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm not a game
Funny enough,
developer, Shorny. I'm not a game developer, Shorny, but they should have started a new engine, and so they can add more features into the game. That's what Goose Goose Duck did. They have a good foundation, and they were able to add more things into it. But even with that being said, the devs for this game unfortunately could not keep the player retention. That's the honest truth, and I think they know it.
That's a good point. You're
It's a shame.
absolutely right. Honestly,
Sorry, but
do you remember their Goose Goose Duck ambassador program?
Yeah,
is that still a thing?
No, they've completely decommissioned that. I don't know why. It would still be a good thing to have, but they don't have it. Not only that, but also they deleted several channels off their Discord that people really relied on the dev team to utilize. And not only that, but I know a person who they completely quit supplying them with Twitch drops. They don't do Twitch drops anymore, despite the fact that earlier, back in the day, a year ago,
I think they're running out of.
Encourage that.
I don't know about you, Shorny, but I'm just speculating here, but I think Goose Goose Duck is not making as much money like it used to be. I would not be surprised if that's the case.
No, the issue is they're making so much money that they don't have to care about their customer base, which reinforces exactly what you said.
Player retention.
Yeah.
Well, think about it this way too. Once you got Among Us and all this stuff going all the way high up, then once Lethal Company happened, everyone literally went from all those games to Lethal Company. Now, where are we at now? Content warning right now.
Unfortunately, Lethal Company does sort of have the same problem like this game does, player retention. I did find it interesting for the first 10-20 hours, but now I'm kind of a bit bored from that game because even though you can mod the game, but it doesn't really change things too much, really. It doesn't really change things too much. The player retention is really tough nowadays to find a game you want to keep playing again and again and again. Sure, you can do updates, but that only does so much. Yeah.
Right. Or in Among Us's case, hurts it.
By the way, Shorny, I'm not going to name names here, but there was this one or two quote-unquote ambassadors. They're not really ambassadors, but there are these two people that can bring in people to play this game, being positive and all that. But here's the problem with these two people here, Sean. I'm not going to name names, and I'm trying to keep this anonymous because I don't want to make it obvious. But anyway, these two people, this first one, I remember when the Ambassadors program was still going. For some reason, people enjoy this Ambassadors lobbies, despite the fact that, in my opinion, it feels kind of shallow. And even though it seems to be like a good atmosphere on who's running the lobby, looking good and all that, but it feels kind of shallow. They don't really care about you. You're just another member in the lobby, or unless you're close to the group or that sort of a thing. And that's the feeling that I got. And I'm surprised why this person made a lot of money, despite the fact that they're not even that great of a personality to be with. And here's the thing, I don't care how big the viewer number is or how much money they make. you can tell what kind of a personality or personality is by just looking at them or hearing from them when you're in their personal lobby. And this one, I'm surprised they made much money, and yeah, I don't get it.
Oh, let me guess. It's a big ass streamer with a lot of subscribers or followers or whatever.
Not
I've seen so many
exactly,
of
but you
those.
get the point.
Yeah. Yeah, I totally get that.
And the other one is does sometimes play this game. I don't know about you, Shorny. Maybe some people like this, but I do not like it when some people are being they're acting positive. They're acting positive, you know, putting on the cheery, positive voice, and it doesn't
But being
sound
passive-aggressive.
doesn't sound completely genuine. Like it's like being a cartoon character, except that it's not good. It doesn't sound
Every public
doesn't
lobby
natural.
ever.
Yeah, no, and people like that. Apparently, some people like that. Like, no. See, here's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's a man or woman, Shorty. I can see past that. I can see past the picture and see it for what it is. You need to have an objective point of view, because I don't care if you show me huge boobs or show me a great abs or something like that. I've already seen enough.
Yeah, that's something for somewhere else.
I've already seen enough both of those in my lifetime that I want to see the person or personality for what it is, and not just looking good. They have a great background. They have a great setup. They look really pretty. I've grown tired of that. I want to see what the personality for what it is. I tried to look at. I told you.
I
this
want to see
earlier,
natural charisma.
Yeah, when people put on that overly positive or acting positive, like nobody
Artificial.
nobody talks like that. Nobody talks like that. You're just trying to put it on. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to make the atmosphere more positive, but it doesn't sound natural. It may sound natural to
Trying
you
is
because
the key
it's
word.
It may sound like it may be part of your quote unquote character, but no, please, no. It's just cringy. Yeah, if you're trying to be a cartoon
And
character, an
how
anime
relationships
character,
resemble that
please.
scenario.
If you're trying to be a cartoon and anime character, I'm not saying this about VTubers, by the way. No, that's a completely different topic. But when you're trying to put on a voice, even if you have no face, can you try to put on that overly positive? It just sounds really cringy. Like, no one talks like that, especially in public. No one talks like that. Maybe because I don't know. Have you ever seen an episode of The Price is Right with Bob Barker, Shorny? Just out of curiosity, do you know that show?
Oh yeah.
Say
Oh,
what
yeah,
you want
yeah,
about
yeah,
Bob
yeah.
Barker, but at least he makes the show interesting by not going overly positive or overly fakey and all that stuff. I mean, stuff like that.
Bob Barker is so much better than Drew Carey.
Oh yes, but the point I'm trying to make here,
100%.
Shorty, is you don't have to be overly positive or overly cutesy to be entertaining. I'm not saying to be. I'm not saying. I don't want to be complete. I don't want to be completely flat when it comes to talking like this. You put on a little bit of positivity, but you don't push it because it just sounds fake and ungenuine. And I don't understand how somebody enjoys entertainment nowadays when you put on that overly over the top positivity and stuff. Like, that doesn't sound entertaining or interesting to me. It doesn't sound that nice.
And that is the reason why I don't have TikTok, because TikTok is rife with exactly that kind of artificial thing.
I have TikTok, but I only post my videos there. That's it. That's all I do. And I don't look at social media stuff too much because most of the time it's useless information. Most of the time it's useless information. Sometimes there's some good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the time it's useless.
Absolutely.
And
I only post on Facebook like when I want to tell a joke or go on a rant or something that is humorous.
Which
and not
is why
serious. I'm not a news outlet.
Going back to Couscous Duck, I am very glad and fortunate that I was running my lobbies that I did manage to get some interesting moments that were not scripted. Some were gimmicky, if I'm gonna be honest here. Some were kinda gimmicky, but at least we tried to make the game a little interesting by not going too cringy. So there were some genuinely good moments there. So maybe not everybody will agree with that, but at least we tried to do something.
I totally agree with that.
And not following certain trends online that are not going to age well in 20 years. And
that's why our lobbies kicked ass 2 years ago.
Yep. And by the way, Shorny, this is a bit of a hot topic here. This is a bit of a little too hot of a topic here, Shorny. But let's be honest here, Shorny. I'm not saying this because I don't have the money. I don't have that as much money or resources like some of the channels here in this website here. But let's be honest here, Shorny.
Right.
Some of the channels that are huge, lots of people and all that stuff, some of them do not even deserve all that praise because they're not really that great. Sorry, but not all of them deserve the praise.
You ever heard of Sniper Wolf? You ever heard of Sniper Wolf? Because
what?
that Sniper Sniper Wolf.
I've heard about it. I've heard about it, but I was just being broad in general because.
Right. Yeah, I get you. Because
I don't talk about it all the time because I'm already perfectly aware, but I've seen great sex appeal in both the men and women. But I'm already so tired of that I basically look past that and look at what they are. Oh, hi, Crimson. We were just doing a hot topic or a rant here, Crimson.
Hey, Crimson. We're just chatting here.
Oh, okay.
So, Crimson, I'm gonna be
Crimson's
honest
a friend
here,
of mine, by the
Crimson.
way.
I am very sad to see what has happened to this game. It just failed to keep the player attention. It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, the players that do have the attention are the little ones who use those over-amplified noise.
No, it's not the
Just give
players
people
necessarily,
headaches.
Crimson. I'm talking about this game's foundations and what it has to offer. It's not enough to keep players' attention. That's the problem. It's not enough.
I missed the crafting system.
Yeah, that's the problem with this game, is that it had a fun ride, but it wasn't enough to keep players in the long term, which is a shame. I mean, I might be a big fan of Among Us or Among Us VR, but at least those games still have a fan base, at least. I give them that.
This game does too, albeit to an extent which reaches out to children.
But yeah, Crimson, I don't know if you've ever been into any of my lobbies, Crimson, but I will still stand by with what we was able to produce, whether it was on video or not on video. And some of the stuff I captured on video with the proper editing, not lazily done by the way, I still stand by that we did manage to make some great moments in these lobbies that I'll try to share to as many people as I can as long as I'm still alive. And best of all, they were not scripted. There were some cringy, there were some things we tried to make things a bit different, but at least it wasn't entirely cringy. At least there was some entertainment value there. And I don't know if Shoni has the resources, but you can probably share maybe a few videos from a playlist that I think you're gonna find interesting. But I'm glad I have those videos still with me to share around, just to remember the good old times. It's a shame that this game just basically fell flat. And no, the Twitch rivals did not change anything. It did not.
You know what else?
What?
So, the claw machines, they promised us that they would add shit to the claw machines. They didn't add shit to the claw machines.
They added shit to the claw machines, only the seasonal ones though.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
That
Only the
lounge,
event ones.
The lounge, they could have done so much more with it, but it's not enough.
Yeah, they could have.
Is it still the same lounge as it was?
It's very
when
shallow.
we were
It's
still
very
doing it?
shallow. You can't do much with it. It's very shallow.
Yeah, no.
I'd rather play Jackbox games than do what the lounge is in this game.
Oh my god, I love Jackbox.
At least Jackbox games has more to offer than whatever the lounge has to do.
I'm still waiting for
Absolutely.
the new Jackbox to be announced.
Well, the newest Jackbox games is going to be 18 plus. I give it that. One thing's here's an 18 plus moment for you. I'm pretty sure Shoni's boobs are bigger than mine.
I bet you my penis is bigger than Shorty's.
Oh, you got me there.
And how is that change anything?
Yeah, I heard its size doesn't matter anymore.
Oh no, but see, here's the thing. I'm bigger in a different way. I'm bigger. I'm more popular. I am my pen 50.
Well, here's the difference. I am taller.
How much
No,
taller?
seriously, I'm taller. No, seriously, most of the time I'm taller, but not always. Most of the time.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot even.
6'4".
Ah.
My shoe size is no better. 14 or 15. I'm not joking. 14 or 15.
I wear size 12s.
I'm lucky I don't have to make custom. I'm lucky I don't have to make custom size shoes. That would suck.
And be very expensive.
You don't have to tell me. You know, shoes have expiry dates. You know. No matter how careful you are with your shoes, they're gonna wear out eventually. So. But anyway, long story short, Jorny, I can't tell you what to do, but if you ever are in the mood to try to play other games with us, if you have them, by the way, or you wish to save up money for them, you're always welcome to join us, because I wasn't gonna entirely rely on Goose Goose Duck to have fun on my pastime, because I had a feeling all those years ago that Goose Goose Duck may not be enough to keep my attention. And unfortunately, I was correct. Among Us is the same thing as well, unless you get a decent group. But good luck finding a decent group in Among Us. Good luck with that. Unless you got a huge group of acquaintances or
Met a
friends.
couple of cool people.
I used to play Among Us like before Goose Goose Duck became big and like cool.
Here's the thing, Knight. I'm sort of thinking of doing either Among Us VR or Among Us, hosting my own lobby on sort of certain LFG servers. I am not worried too much if you get bad people. I will just get rid of them by muting them, stuff like that, if I have to. But if that means we're not gonna get as many people, so be it. I'm not gonna compromise my preferences or morals just to have a fun game. If some people don't agree with that, fine. They can find another lobby. Simple as that. Sometimes you just have to be sometimes you just have to be brave
100%.
and say. Sometimes you just have to be brave and say the uncomfortable truth. Which then brings me to my next point, Shorny. Why are people so soft nowadays? Give me a break.
I was actually playing with my ex-girlfriend, Fantastic. You might have heard that name. Faraday. By the way, she says hi.
Oh, Faraday.
Wait, Faraday's
Faraday,
here?
right?
How is Faraday here?
No, she's not here.
No.
I'm talking to
he
her in
said
Discord right
he's
now.
Yeah, tell Faraday I said hi.
Okay, I will.
I did not realize Faraday was your ex. Very interesting.
Nor did I.
Oh boy.
Well, the thing is, I
That's
didn't even
okay.
ask. I didn't even ask. You brought it up somehow.
But it's okay. Like, we didn't end our relationship on bad terms. We're still friends. We just played Goose Goose Duck.
You know, here's a fun fact for you, Crimson. I always had a fun time teasing Faraday. Not because we were close, but it's always fun teasing Faraday when she had a mic. It was always fun teasing her.
Oh no, I've played with you before.
Crimson,
She's getting a new mic, actually.
Crimson, if you look up some of my older Goose Goose Duck videos on my playlists, you will hear Faraday's voice. Oh yes, I had
I've
a
heard
fun.
Faraday's voice.
Crimson, I have a YouTube playlist that you can check out. Maybe Shorny can tell you, but there are some interesting moments from my lobbies that hopefully people will find interesting. I'm not here to brag about those videos.
No, I understand. But you don't recognize me because I've had a name change.
You tell me,
Precisely.
Crimson, because I already have a tough time remembering people's names.
Do you recognize my penis?
No, I don't.
What about
How about
Star
Star Kitten?
Doesn't ring a bell to me. Here's the thing, Crimson.
But I recognize your voice and your name.
Yes, because I don't change it, because I already have a tough time remembering. Here's another thing, Crimson. I have this enormous rock above me at all times, okay? I'm already having a tough time as is.
I mean,
Shorny?
he's not wrong.
Shorny, I have this enormous rock above me at all times. I'm already having a tough time, okay? Remembering things. Too many games, too many names. I'm already having a tough time. So I don't recognize people's names.
It's alright.
Oh yeah, I used to be around with y'all, like, I think a couple years back.
The fact that you still remember me is amazing.
I'm pretty sure we've all played together. At least
Hell,
the three of us.
I think I have him on one of my old streams.
When it came to Goose Goose Duck videos, I try not to be lazy with them. I always make sure it has proper pacing, not because of YouTube or TikTok standards. I edit them to what I think would be an entertaining video, and I don't put in too much visual.
You're really good at it too.
I keep them simple because it doesn't have to be cheesy VFX like what everybody is bragging about on social media. It doesn't have to be that way. Just keep it simple. Sometimes it's better that way.
The content at its purest is the best.
Not to mention,
Why
I think
didn't
it'll age
people
better.
take my raw streams?
Yes. Are you by any
have
Crimson,
so many of
Crimson, are you
those.
by any chance decent at first-person shooters by any chance?
I can. I just don't.
I
care for
dare
it.
you to play Blood. That's an actual game, by the way, on Steam. I dare you to play Blood on Extra Crispy difficulty. That's an actual name of the difficulty, Shorny. Extra Crispy. Highest difficulty in that game called Blood.
Oh.
The last first-person shooter that I played was Call of Juarez Gunslinger.
You have to check out Blood. It's an old game, by the way. You'll run on your computer very easily. And you can do a co-op. And that game is not something... And that game you cannot speed. That game you cannot rush. You will die very quickly in the highest difficulty. You will die very quickly.
Hey, Knights. Fantastic Faraday told me to tell you, fuck you, respectfully.
Well, tell her to, fuck you as well.
Okay.
Wait, you have contact with her right now? Amazing.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Tell her I
Yeah.
said, with all kindness and best wishes, sit and spin.
Should I be cheeky to Faraday right now? I don't think that's the right thing to do.
You're like, no, I'm just
do
gonna
it.
say, is
You
that what
should, you
you're
should,
doing?
you should.
I don't think Faraday has the ticket to come here.
No, her internet is like halfway cut off.
I'm not talking internet. I'm not talking internet, I'm talking real life. That's why I said maybe I should not be cheeky.
Okay, I'm gonna go find
You
a
totally
lobby.
should.
Anyway, Shorny and Crimson, if you ever want to try other games that I do, that's not Goose Goose Duck, it's completely up to you. I think even Shorny can tell you how to find me. Not just the channel, but the whole community server thing, not the GGD thing. Because I knew that some of the games I have on my Steam library was going to come to this. Because the problem with today's games is that it's really tough to find one can really stand the test of time. It really is tough. And yeah, that's basically, it's really tough to find one that can keep this test of time when it comes to multiplayer. So it really is a shame.
Jackbox.
That's still good, but you need to be
Yeah,
Anyways,
well,
I'm gonna go
I just,
find some.
we
Yeah,
don't
maybe
play that
Crimson.
a lot now because we don't get enough
Bye.
people.
Take care, Crimson.
Like I said, Shorny, what did I tell you? Hard to find people that'll stick around just for you.
By the
Did I
way,
tell you?
we started this lobby at
Oh yeah.
2 hours, specifically straight at 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's at 2 hours and 40 minutes now.
I removed the post already, Knight, because I didn't want to get randoms joining in. But yeah, but here's the thing, Knight, that I also mentioned earlier, Shorny. People that I met on other games, most of them And not all, but most of them that I met, unfortunately, they got busy with their real life because, you know, things are not exactly the best in real life right now. So they have to do more in real life to do whatever it takes to make ends meet and pay their bills. So that's why I don't see as many people in my audience like I used to. Unless you're really, really
It gets
large.
worse and worse, man.
I know. Shorny. Yeah, here's the thing, Shorny. Remember what I said earlier about some of these quote-unquote big channels? Again, I'm not here saying this because I'm not like them.
I don't follow big channels.
But here's the thing, Shorny. Not all of them, in my opinion, and I'm being brutally honest here because you have to be. Not all of them deserve all the praise. Not all of them.
You're right.
Because when I look at that show, why people like it when it doesn't really stand out or it's not really that great. So
I don't watch big channel. I don't watch any big streamers at all whatsoever. Like zero.
if I somehow become big hypothetically, I will try not to change things too much. Maybe obviously gotta get used to, you know, getting bombarded by messages, I imagine, among other things, but I'll try not to change things too much and try to keep it to what I was when I'm like this, much smaller, that sort of a thing.
I haven't streamed in like a year, and I don't want to be a big channel. That shit. No. I just imagine. Like, I react to my chat. I say hello and react to everything everyone says when I stream, right? So having a fucking waterfall of a chat.
I do not know what that's
hell?
like. Shorny, I don't know what that's like. Honest, I don't know what that's gonna be like, Shorny, but I have some ideas on how to deal with it. You know, I have this idea already, Shorny, and somebody will probably steal it or take it. I already have some ideas, Shorny, if that ever happens. And there's not much you can do about it. But let's hypothetically, I'm gonna hypothetically imagine that happens, okay?
I want to react
when you
to
have 100
everyone.
messages going in a second, you can't read them all, obviously, that's a given. But one thing I can at least do for a large audience like that is I'll grab my smartphone, take a photo of the chat, and every once in a while read what people have to say that's not emoticons or generic messages.
I mean,
It may not be much, but at least it's something.
I mean, one thing you could do is turn on slow mo because there's an option to turn on
Oh yeah,
slow
I
mo.
know, but even the slow mode only goes so far as well. It only goes so far when you have that many people. But still, that's something that I will do. That I will do, and that is my way of showing appreciation to the audience, regardless how big or small it is. And again,
I can't do that.
for some reason, I don't mind doing that if I was given the opportunity. Maybe because I'm just being realistic. I'm not sure. I'm already imagining this right now, Shorny. Again, it's just a dream, but like I said, grab my phone, show it on camera, take a photo of the chat on the second monitor that I have, read it, show it to the audience that I actually read what was actually being shown there. It's not much, but it's one way to show a little bit of appreciation to the audience every now and then. So, I mean, it comes with its challenges when you come a big show. I mean, look at The Price is Right with Bob Barker. Bob Barker did not do the show himself. He has help from production members and stuff like that. I obviously don't have a production crew like a TV show does, but it's still possible to do a show with limited resources. You just need to learn how to adapt. That's it. Simple.
Like,
So
if I was a big streamer, I would have to have somebody else help me, like, react to the chat and shit. Because
Obviously, especially if you decide to be generous. I've said this story before, and I'll say this again, Shorny. If money wasn't an issue, I already know who's gonna be my community manager. I already know who is gonna be. And Geek Knight, I don't know if you remember this night, but I'll say it again. If money was an issue, I got Mr. Beast's wealth instead of him, I would hire Kiki as to be the community manager. Get her away from that full-time job of hers in real life, and have her run the community, because she's very good at dealing with people, and she's very good at it. She's very busy in real life because of family, with kids. I don't know what it's like to have kids, but I completely understand that it takes a lot of time and commitment, to say the least. But if she
Oh,
can
yeah.
stay home and be with kids and do Discord and online stuff whenever she gets a stance, I would love to see that happen because Kiki's very good at that. She's very good at that. Oh yeah. I can't think of nobody else that can do that. Nobody else. So, but yeah, Knight, if you
People
want to
tell
play
me
one
that-
more game that's not online or live, I think I have one in mind there before I cut the feed here.
Hey, Ennio, do you
Yes.
have party animals?
Wait a minute. Do I have that in my Steam library? Do I even have that? No, I don't have. Wait a minute. Maybe did I see this game before? Did I see this game
Party
in
animals?
the? Did I look at?
Yeah,
did I browse
yes.
for this thing one time?
Yes, she did a couple times with different people requesting it. It's similar to Game Beat.
Oh, hey, Knight. Hey, Knight. Hey, Knight.
I'll just put a wish list on party animals for now. What I've been doing for the last month or so, I'm finally catching up to doing some games that I haven't had a chance to do in a while. I tried playing that Aviotic game, but nothing in that game stood out to me, so I just refunded it instantly. I wasn't getting interested by that game at all, so I basically am finally catching up to games that I should
Party
have
animals?
played a long time ago. When it comes to party animals, I don't mind trying it, but I don't have the game right now.
No, I got you.
I'm willing to play Party Animals for an hour or two, and I can find out if that game is something I like to enjoy or not. If it doesn't keep my interest or it doesn't stick with me, I'll refund it. So I'm willing to try Party Animals. And here's the funny thing, Shorny. I tried Destiny 2 yesterday for 2 or 3 hours off screen. I found it boring.
I don't like Destiny. It's not
I'd rather
fun.
play Helldivers 2 or Final Fantasy 14 Online instead. That's how I felt about Destiny 2. It was boring.
Hey, Knight.
Yes.
Fantastic says, same old Walker using goofy ass grandpa.
I don't know who Fantastic is.
Oh, what?
Faraday.
Oh.
Confused.
Faraday.
I can imagine. So, Shorny, I imagine me meeting Faraday in real life will be the most awkward thing to happen ever. The most awkward thing to happen ever. The most awkward thing to happen, if that ever happens. Imagine I step onto a teleporter just walking around, and then Faraday walked into a teleporter, and then somehow we're all in front of each other. We somehow meet in front of each other in a public street. That would be so awkward.
Cool.
That'd be so awkward.
That'd be.
I think it'd be awesome.
I imagine Faraday's first words are gonna be, "So that thing you did to me in the game."
Yeah, I think that we did like.
Tell
what,
Faraday
like
that
ago?
will probably her first words. That will probably her first words if that ever happens.
But we end it on a good touch.
Yes, good touch. Good touch. and I bet Faraday is not enjoying this in any way because I'm being cheeky again. But in all seriousness,
I don't know, I
Knight,
bet you would.
but that Gray Zone Warfare game, it's probably a decent Escape from Tarkov alternative, especially in that environment. Although the optimization could be better. I don't know. Hopefully it'll continue to get better. But if it does end up like Starship Trooper Extermination, whatever. Not much you can do about that because that's the problem with today's game, Jordan. Like I said, the game starts off promisingly. I'm looking at you, Goose Goose Duck. But then the updates roll in, and you never know what's gonna happen. You never know. Yes. Anyway, it's quitting time here. But Knight, if you wanna do a game or something, I'll think about that here in my Discord VC here while I have some time left here. But I really gotta go here. I'll cut the feed.
I don't have.
Hey, hit me up.
Shorty,
Let me know, what...
I'm willing
Yeah.
to try Party Animals, but I don't know if I'll like the game. So, but it's something I will willing to try as soon as possible if it's good. But if it's not,
have you
I'm
played
Party Animals
Beast
is
before?
really good.
Yeah. That
have you
Avionic
played
game, I
like
refunded.
any? And have you played any sort of like Gang Beast?
I don't think I did Gang Beasts. Do I even have it? I don't think I have it on my list.
It's a lot like Gang Base, but there's a lot more to it than that.
I don't know if it's something I'm willing to learn. I don't think I have Gang Beasts, so it's not on my library here. So it's something that I'm willing to try if it's something I want to learn. But
Or
if it
how
doesn't,
about it's?
wait a minute. I already
has-
wait a minute. Gang Beasts. I think I did this game already. Did I?
Yes, I think you did the game, but I think
Yeah,
you
I didn't like.
refunded it.
I did not. It did not keep my interest, unfortunately. But I'm willing to try Party Animals
Yeah,
instead, Shorty.
Gang Beast sucks.
I'm willing to try Party
is
Animals
where it's
instead because
at.
it seems you enjoy that. So I don't know if I'll enjoy it, but I'll try Party Animals and see if it's something I'll like. But if it doesn't, I'll refund because I already did Abiotic Factor, was it? I didn't like that game past 30 minutes. It did not keep my interest, so I just refunded it. So I'm willing to give people their money back, especially if it's 30, 40, 50, 60 dollars. And if I don't like it, I'll try to give them the refund as soon as possible. Because there's no reason to play a game and pretend, because people can tell. People are not stupid. People can tell if you're enjoying a game or not.
Hey, Knight, check chat.
Anyway, I'm gonna head off here because it's quitting time. I need to get on.
Alright,
But
man.
you can always
Sorry
get a
the
hold of
lobbies
me.
kind of suck today.
You can always get a hold of me on main chat on my server, Jorny, if you ever need to, because I'm just too busy.
Yeah.
Scheduling is a pain in the ass. Faraday can also get a hold of me
Yeah.
on my Discord main chat as well, because I'm way too busy. Scheduling is a pain, to say the least. Anyway, I gotta go here, man.
Hey,
Take it
Neo.
easy, guys. Sorry, I gotta go here. You can message
Hey,
me or
Neo.
you can tell me. Here goes, guys. Sorry, I gotta go. It's quitting time for me. I need to cut the feed here. Sorry. But yeah, I did manage to do something today, but it's time for me to head off here. But tomorrow is gonna be interesting because we're gonna try to do Grey Zone Warfare a bit more and see if that game grows on me. It's gonna be going past the point of, no refund, but I at least found the game decent enough to keep going. So anyway, I gotta head off here, but it's been a pleasure. I'll see y'all tomorrow, and I'll make a content warning video soon. It's very short, but I think it's gonna be great. Later.